Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, going to take up the F-20. I know I've been flying this a lot lately because more videos that haven't been released yet. But I just love it, and when you spend this much for a plane, you want to fly it. So yeah, we're going to take the F-22 90 version 2 up again and have some fun with it because it is a fun machine. High rates 4 minutes, and we got a 6000 HRB.
Motor hot. Be careful.
Okay, a model afterburner inside there. HRB power 6000. I want to say it's got a 60C discharge. I really don't remember now. Got a wind kind of out of the east. That's my favorite way for the wind to be.
Starting this party over.
All
Yeah,
right.
baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, into the wind. Really don't need flaps, so here we go.
Gear down and ready to land. The gear is tucked away.
I've never done that before. I can remember pushed out from inverted like that. Here we go again. Oh, is it windy too? But that's okay. This F-22 is an absolute wind machine.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
It is a wind machine.
Gear down and ready to land. Landing flaps.
Absolute
Flaps up.
fun machine. Fun machine. Very quickly becoming my favorite plane in my RC arsenal and all the different planes I've got. Not trying to brag, but I've got, I think, 130, and this is right now just about numero uno. So, all right.
Take off flaps.
And not because it's new,
Flaps up.
it's just that much fun.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Has a
The gear is tucked away.
huge fun factor to it. A little bit of high alpha there. And punch out of it.
Gear down and ready to land.
Do a gear pass real quick. Gears down. Out the
1
road.
minute. Braking. Cruise mode.
Obviously, I did not use flaps that time, and I didn't want to because it's just too windy. And I knew she'd float right in. I mean, she could be a bit of a floater. I mean, you got to stay on it. You can't just, assume. Most jets are not floaters. In fact, none of them are floaters. But if anyone was a floater, it would be this one.
Braking.
All right, Gabriel, if you'll step back, please.
30 seconds. Cruise mode.
All right, still got 26 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and go over our
Motor off and safe to touch.
flying rates real quick. My flying rates with high rates the entire time. Ailerons 100%, 30% expo. Elevator 100%, 30% expo. Rudder 100%, 30% expo. Now I have seen in the forums and different questions online, people wanting to know where the neutral point for your elevator really should be. And for me, as you can see, I've got just a touch, I mean maybe 2 millimeters down from the neutral point here. From maybe just a touch down, And that's what I've got at the end there. So that's where I'm flying. So you set yours up the way you're happy. But I've got mine just down just a touch. And that's where I'm happy at. Okay, let me give you my flap settings. There is a mix. Flaps up, negative 100%, no mix. Takeoff flap, negative 20% with a 4% down elevator.
Landing flap.
Landing 60% with an 8% down elevator. 2-second deployment. Boy, is it windy. But like I say, this thing loves the wind. It really does. Gyro settings, AS3X settings. My gains, I just flew in. I'm going to roll, pitch, and yaw. Well, hold on. Let me capture them real quick because I'm happy with them. 17, 22, and 26 on a roll, pitch, and yaw. 17, 22, and 26 on a roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority, all at 100 on a roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with heading. Stop lock, all at 50 on a roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with release rate. The nosewheel gyro has a 50% window and 50% gain on it with a 180 priority. All right, and that's all that. Let me check the battery and we'll go over CG. Boy, is it windy. Like I said, we have 26 seconds left. Make sure your throttle cut is on, even though it's an EDF, doesn't matter. Let's get in that habit. CG is 150 millimeters back from the leading edge root, which is there. That, and it's actually written on the wing and embossed on the wing. You can feel it. So let me feel it right there. And she's kind of perfectly level right there. So that's with that 6,000. I probably could actually move that 6,000 back just a little bit. I would rather be level to favoring tail heavy. Here's my setup. This is the 6,000 HRB with a KM model afterburner. Are you in autofocus or manual? Okay. All right. Check how much is left in the battery. 24% with 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37 per cell. KM model afterburner for version 5. Thank you, KM models. That's a 6,000 HRB, and I got an 8-channel AR 8360T with a satellite over here. And that's where I get the CG right there. Actually, I could stand and move that battery back about maybe a quarter, half inch, and get more of a tail favoring CG. But there you go, folks. That is the all-new 90mm F-22 version 2. If you notice, I got a big chip of paint missing right there. This water-based paint, they got a beautiful model, well designed, flies amazing. But for whatever reason, the glue that's mixed in the paint doesn't really stick that well to the foam. So even with a clear coat, it still came off. So be careful with that. Keep an eye on it to get you the color match paint, and you can just take your canopy into Home Depot or Lowe's and they'll color match and get you. You'll pay $8 for a pint of exact paint of water-based acrylic. That'll be enough paint to last you for the rest of your lifetime. So, all right, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. Gabriel, thank you for filming. That's the all new 90mm F-22 version 2. Jesus is Lord. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and really cool jets. Bye, y'all.